And hello, good afternoon, our viewers. Thank you for joining us at Science TV with me, your host, ELVIS, ODHIAMBO, and my sign language interpreter voicing Esther Kendi. On to the news making headlines, we have Kenyans embrace the arrival of the new year 2024 with fireworks exhibition at the different places in country. The celebrations went beyond the fireworks as many people attended church services to offer prayers and thanksgiving for the past year and seek blessings for the year ahead. Such communities held traditional ceremonies while others simply gathered with friends and family to share laughter and good cheers. And away from that news updates, President William Ruto has expressed his frustration with actions that he claimed are standing in the way of implementation of his development agenda in the country. In an apparent reference to lawsuit launched in the courts against some of his policies, the head of state particularly accused the opposition and the judiciary of allegedly obstructing the bottom-up transformation agenda. The president said frustrating the housing program, for instance, is robbing millions of youth of employment prospects and denying millions of Kenyans the chance to win a home like them.
The public interest is safeguarded by our constitutional dispensation, providing for the implementation of state policy for the benefit of all citizens, not some citizens. This includes the implementation of social and economic rights, a progressive economy creating jobs and wealth, fighting corruption, controlling wastage, supporting public institutions, and protecting freedom and the rule of law. This perspective radically increases the number of possible winners and dramatically diminishes likely losers. Yet, every new way of doing things can threaten the privileges of a dominant minority and alienate the beneficiaries of an unjust system. Whenever this happens, ladies and gentlemen, their associates can attempt to hijack national institutions, turning them into anti-people weapons for a select privileged few and saboteurs of inclusive transformation for the majority. We are, unfortunately, at such a moment in our national history. The question is, how do we proceed from this point? The people of Kenya have made great sacrifices to immensely facilitate us, their leaders, and all public servants, for us to do the very best that we can in making this country work for everyone, and in making sure that our institutions protect and increase opportunities for wealth and employment for all. The people of Kenya have also invested in providing us, their leaders, in all arms of government with generous welfare and other benefits, including medical and housing benefits that they can only dream of, in the expectation that we shall in turn safeguard their opportunities to access either commensurate, if not similar, benefits. We must recognize, ladies and gentlemen, the extraordinary privilege that has been bestowed on us to serve this nation as members of the cabinet, the civil society, the security services, members of parliament, county governments, the judiciary, or in the commissions and independent offices. Accordingly, we are under solemn obligation to dedicate all our time, energy, and abilities to the advancement of the people's aspirations and the improvement of their well-being. In other words, the very best of our professional and moral and intellectual capabilities must be summoned in the service of the nation. And as trustees of the people, we are duty-bound to exercise public authority and deploy public resources to the best of our judgment and discretion with the public interest in our mind. Our understanding of public interest must be aligned with the imperative to enhance the social contract and be connected with the urgent need to increase opportunities and transform the landscape of possibilities. Let us therefore reflect very deeply about the ways in which we act and speak in the name of the Constitution. We must ensure that institutional independence does not mutate into impunity and avoidance of accountability. We must be cautious lest our professed pursuit of constitutionalism and obedience to the law turns into an empty ritual and hollow vanity for the majority of citizens. We must take abundant care that our aim to protecting or advancing the people's rights does not deny them legitimate opportunities or make a mockery of their struggles and their aspirations.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has asked Kenyans to be patient as the government seeks to address the economic hardship facing the country. Speaking in Nakuru on New Year's Eve, the Deputy President said the government is aware that last year has been tough for Kenyans, but promised that the new year will bring a change in the fortune of many Kenyans.
Housing, 650 units, umetoa kibarua kazi kwa vijana wetu. Mafundi wa hapa Bodeni ndio wamejenga hizi nyumba, ndio wameleta madirisha, ndio wameleta milango, na hii affordable housing tunataka iendelee, vijana wapate kazi. Mnataka iendelee isiendelee? Iendelee isiendelee? Na kwa hivyo sisi tutafanya kazi, na kazi yetu ni kutafutia vijana wetu kazi. Na hii affordable housing ambayo inaongozwa na huyu waziri wenu, mtoto wa hapa, ni ya kulete na kuunda kazi ya vijana na kuwapatia nafasi ya kuunda madirisha.
On other news updates, motorists using the Nairobi Expressway will have to dig deeper into their pockets to use the road after the government revised the toll rates. In a special Gazette notice issued on December 19, 2023, Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen has approved the new rates. He said the price change was due to depreciating shilling against the US dollar. In the new rates, at least The least amount one will pay to use the expressway will be 170 shillings compared to the 120 shillings which was previously paid. On to our final news updates. President Felix Tshisekedi has been declared the winner of the Democratic Republic of Congo's election, which has been condemned as a sham by several opposition candidates demanding a rerun. According to the election officials in the country, President Tshisekedi won about 73% of the votes, with the nearest challenger, Moses Katumbi, with 18%. And now we've come to the end of the news, making headlines. Let's take a short break. We'll be back with the sports news.